Hello once again, ISE graduates. I hope you're enjoying our online graduation celebration. This afternoon, we have an exciting keynote speaker for you. Mr. Josh Bass is joining us. Josh graduated from the UF ISE program in 1997 and from the UF MBA program in 1999. After graduation, he went to work for a number of companies. Arthur Andersen as a business consultant in Europe. He worked there for the corporation in enterprise strategy development and e-commerce solutions. He then moved back to the US and worked at Florida Power and Light for a number of years, where he worked in strategy for product development and emerging technology. He also worked for a startup, OpenPeak, which built mobile technology. He was the lead of product development for that company. He is now with JM Family Automotive Group as the Vice President for Enterprise Strategies. He's been an active member of our UF ISE Advisory Board since 2008, and he's currently serving as the Vice Chair for our board and contributing to a number of committees as part of the Advisory Board. He's also on the board for the Museum of Discovery and Science in Fort Lauderdale. He lives in Parkland, Florida with his wife, Andrea, who is also an alumni of UF, and with their 3 boys. Josh's address is going to follow this video, and I'm sure it will be very engaging. I want to thank all of you for attending and once again congratulate you on your tremendous achievement through our program, as well as your accomplishments that you've made as part of your time at UF. Thanks also to Dr. Bassinger for organizing our online program this afternoon. And as always, go Gators.
It's an honor to be here today to address faculty, families, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2020. Today was supposed to be a day for you to put on the cap and gown and walk across the stage to receive your diploma. I join you in understanding that these are unique circumstances. Nonetheless, today is a day of celebration and excitement. While different, it is such a milestone for you and your families. Congratulations. My name is Joshua Bass, and as you can see from the painted wall of my 11-year-old's bedroom behind me, I too am a Gator and I'm a graduate of the Industrial Engineering Department. Today I am an executive with JM Family, one of the largest private companies in America, a diversified company focused primarily in the automotive sector. I lead corporate enterprise strategy and have had an exciting career so far in consulting, the energy sector, mobile technology, and now automotive. I've worked in Europe, the Middle East, the Deep South, and here in Florida. I can personally attest that the choice to get a degree or master's in industrial engineering is the right one. You've made a great choice. I personally owe the diversity of my experiences to the versatility of the industrial engineering curriculum and degree at the University of Florida. When I was asked to speak today, I wondered what messaging could I give a group of new graduates who are entering a work environment much different than the one I entered over 20 years ago. Yes, the technologies you've learned in school, the techniques of operations research, simulation, process improvement, AI, ML, etc., are all newer and improved. I learned C++ and Java. You've likely learned R, Python, open source technology, and social media applications I can't even understand. Although I must say, TikTok is pretty funny. So the advice I give you today transcends all levels, all ages, and all eras of how to be the best engineer. You don't have to write all these items down, but if you take away a couple of these items or points today, that would really be awesome. So here we go. The first is that you can't plan your career. Life is going to throw you curveballs. You've been through a major curveball already. I know that the impacts of COVID aren't just about online school or not walking through graduation today. It's changed some of your next steps. I understand some of you will now be going to grad school instead of the workforce. Some have had to restart your job search. That's a curveball that I'm sure most of you hadn't planned for. This, however, won't be the last one you get. I had it all planned out from the point I entered college. In fact, I never even dropped a class. And I thought I would make it to partner at the consulting firm I joined right out of school. But things happened. 9/11 happened. My wife and I were living and working in Europe at the time, and life on the road became tough. Consulting projects started to dry up. My wife and I looked at each other and decided to make a change. Within 2 months of that decision, we moved back from Europe. I had a new job with Florida Power and Light, a new house, and the path was forever changed. So, expect curveballs. Don't plan it all out. You'll enjoy it a lot more that way. The second bit of advice I will give you as you start your careers is to be a collaborative engineer. If it is all about you, your promotion, your next step, you, I'll be honest, people are going to hate you in the workplace. You can be successful while helping your fellow associate or employee out by facilitating others' success, by working together. In today's environment, leaders don't want drama or office fights. Most good leaders don't want employees stepping on the backs of others to get promoted or to advance. They want results, and they want things to go smoothly. Give me an engineer or an employee that knows how to work with teammates, and I'll promote that person much faster than someone who can't work with others. Be collaborative. Okay, number 3, get comfortable being a change agent or a transformation agent in the workplace. Engineers, and particularly IEs, are usually employed to make things better, to challenge thinking, to show a new way of doing a process. With change comes pushback from others, fear. I like the way we do it today. Why should we have to change? Get comfortable right away, right now, that will be part of your day every day. If it isn't, watch out. You are probably not in the right role. If there has been one constant in my career, it has been that I've played the role of a transformation or change agent. I even had it in my title once, Strategy and Business Transformation Vice President. Charged with process improvement, emerging technology, strategy, I would get all kinds of reactions to ideas and projects, and a lot of pushback. A lot of really uncomfortable conversations about the old way versus the new way. For you, expect the same uncomfortable meetings, projects, and initiatives. It just means that you're working on the tough problems with solutions that will make things different. You are working on the good stuff, the projects that move the needle. Okay, so where are we? Expect curveballs, be collaborative engineers, and be a change agent. Next is to learn how to be a storyteller. The great thing about the ISE program at UF is that you must constantly present your findings, your projects in class. Many of you have had great internships, co-ops, and experiences, and I'm sure have had to present your findings. Being a storyteller is a little bit different. Being a presenter means going through your graphs and your slides and your conclusions and giving the key takeaways. Pretty standard. Being a storyteller means guiding an audience through why are we talking about something? What is important to you and the audience, and persuading or guiding it to a decision or a dialogue. So find ways to engage your audience in different ways and your boss in different ways. When I build a deck, for instance, I start with the story, not with the slides. I literally storyboard out on a whiteboard. I've sat through so many technically great presentations, but frankly, most of those are ones I wanted to fall asleep in. Don't forget the engagement or entertainment element of your presentations. You may not be in sales, but you need to be a storyteller like a salesperson. Perhaps my time with Arthur Andersen Consulting taught me this. It stuck with me. This can be a differentiator for you. 2 left, and these are really important ones. By show of virtual hands, who's had enough of school? Okay, me too. You've probably been in school for over 20 years plus, including preschool. And normally I would suggest taking a break and going to travel. Frankly, I wish I could do that right now as well. I'm ready for a vacation anywhere but my house. So, if you can, take a break. Sit at your pool and do nothing. Watch reality shows. Hopefully sports come back soon. Whatever you like to do. But when you are done, know that you must be an engineer that is continuously learning. Keep reading. Keep finding new sources and new topics to learn from. Whatever industry or job type you go into, be the most well-read. It's rare to find senior leaders who don't continuously learn. I try to set aside time every single day to scroll Twitter feeds, read the journal, automotive publications, and others. I've even learned about some new pranks on Instagram. Being well-read isn't about being the smartest person in the room. Having knowledge helps you to make more informed decisions and to relate to others who might have interests different than yours. So give yourself a break from the big grind, but make it a daily habit to read and to learn continuously. Okay, here's the last one. Give back. If the COVID impacts have reminded me of anything, it is that there are so many that are less fortunate than we are. Those with education, with limited means of employment, or who have medical and or financial hardships. If finances are tight, get in the habit of just giving a little. It can be money, but it can also be your time and energy. Whatever your cause or interest, give back. It is so important. And come back to Gainesville. Stay connected to UF. Stay connected to the ISE department. I've served on the advisory board for a long time, and the department is an amazing place to connect, network, and give back. I've met so many alums who haven't been back to Gainesville since they graduated 20 years ago. I don't get it. Come back just for the football, or to drink at the Swamp, or eat pizza at Leonardo's. I come back 5 to 10 times a year for Gator Sports and the department activities. So maybe that's a bit much. My wife, who's also an alum, and I have gotten our kids ready to be future Gators. I'm sure most of you would love to spend a bit more time here in Gainesville, especially with the latest impacts of COVID. You will miss it even more as time passes. So come back, give back, and stay connected to UF ISE. Okay, so let's summarize. Don't plan it all out. Expect curveballs in your career and life and roll with it. Be collaborative and succeed with others instead of at their expense. Get ready to be a change and transformation agent. It's part of the job, and it's the best part of the job of an ISE. Focus on storytelling, not just presenting the facts and figures. If you are bored listening to yourself give a speech, your audience is really bored. Keep learning. Have a thirst for knowledge. It will help in so many immeasurable ways. And give back to your communities and stay connected to UF and the ISE department. Thank you again for this opportunity to speak with you today. You made a great choice in choosing an ISE degree, and the skills and learnings are so versatile to so many industries, jobs, and emerging opportunities. I congratulate each of you on such an amazing milestone of your lives. Enjoy this moment, and I wish you continued success in each of your respective journeys. Go Gators!